What's good, y'all? Welcome. I'm Jay Got Me Funded, and I'm going to talk about the real problem nobody talks about in funding and how banks actually decide. I'm going to get right into it. The real problem nobody talks about in funding is most business owners get denied before they ever submit the application. Today, I'm going to show you how the banks judge you before you apply and what you should be doing first so approvals become predictable. You probably felt this before. You apply for funding, you feel ready, then you hear no. So you think maybe your credit is not good enough yet, or maybe the banks are just strict. But listen, most denials happen because the bank does not trust the relationship yet. Here's the truth. Banks don't lend to people who need money. They lend to people who look safe. Funding ain't about asking, it's about positioning. When the underwriter looks at your profile, here's what they're asking. Does this person look established? That means personal profile, business structure, and bank behavior all have to make sense together. And this is where almost everybody messes up. They apply before building a relationship. You want to know how banks actually look at you? Let me explain this simply. Imagine you're in the bank. You see two people. Person A comes in and instantly asks for money. Person B opens an account, deposits money, runs a few transactions, shows stability. Now, who feels safer? Person B. Banks are looking for signals like strong personal credit profile, low utilization, clean payment history, business structure that looks legitimate. This shifts your thinking from I need money to I look fundable. And that mindset alone changes everything. Now listen carefully because this part nobody teaches. Before you apply, you should already be building bank trust. So look, here's the real step by step. This is what makes banks take you seriously. Step one, open a business checking account, start a relationship with multiple banks. Okay, for example, PNC, Chase, US Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. Go open those accounts. Step two, put real money in the account, not $10. Where's the commitment? Okay, in your Chase, put 5,000 and let it sit from 5 to 10 business days before you apply. US Bank, the same 5,000. PNC or Wells Fargo, put 1,000 to start the relationship because balances influence approval decisions. Okay? Now, step three, run activity through the account. This is huge. Make transactions, small deposits, business expenses, money flowing in and out. Banks want to see behavior, not a frozen account waiting for funding. Step four, give the relationship time. This is where patience pays off. Let that US Bank season for 30 days before applying. Let that Wells Fargo get strong after 60 days. Let that Bank of America get there to 90 days. You're showing stability. This is why some people keep getting approved and others just keep getting denied. They don't just apply, they prepare. Now let me connect the dots. When you build this relationship first, the bank already sees your money. They already see your activity. You look established before you ask, and that changes all the underwriting decisions completely. For example, some banks give higher limits when you apply through a relationship manager. That's called a bank rep. And you have money in the account. So funding starts feeling easier, not because you got lucky, but because the bank already trusts you. This is also why funding sequences work. Each approval builds credibility for the next one. That's how people stack approvals instead of chasing them. All right, so let me say this clearly. Funding ain't about convincing the bank. It's about removing their fear. So let's go back to the beginning. The real problem nobody talks about in funding is not your credit score. It's that you skip the relationship part. Banks reward preparation. When you look stable, organized, predictable, approvals start becoming normal. Now, this ain't for everybody. This isn't for everyone. But if you're serious about moving like someone banks actually want to approve, stop applying randomly. Start positioning correctly. I'm Jay Got Me Funded. Let's get it, y'all.